Niggas say I'm constipated, 5 racks on his fit, just to stunt while I'm in Vegas. On my body, shout out to my Caleb Young. Got the cake up, now these wanna date us. I ain't folding under pressure, I ain't switching for no. I ain't talking to no cop and I ain't telling on my bros. Ain't no but don't push me, fingers itching on that. Plotting on my come up, gotta watch stay at my nose. Long nights I just to hit the studio. Now I'm eating steak and shrimp, I ain't eating sloppy joe. Looking to the mirror, flexing now and in his glow. Bust off like a welcome to the rodeo.
Thank you, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Oakland, California. This was the scene a few minutes ago. The folks around the stadium clad in silver and black going to make every last game played in Oakland count. They're ready to go as their Raiders get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. It's 3-0 versus 2-1, a good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage, stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking some.
And the Browns' pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Myles Garrett able to drop him for a loss of 4. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Carr. He completes it to Bryant. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's the Pro Bowler Jamie Collins that makes the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Bryant with a catch right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the early lead. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. Now a second down throw for Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On second down, Johnson. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Cliff Averill able to drop him for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And he'll bring it all the way back, just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrence Mitchell. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Following the interception, Mayfield over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Second down, Mayfield underneath for Johnson. And they're able to bring him down at the 20. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Baker Mayfield, obviously the #1 pick overall. That was controversial, though. What ultimately made the Browns go in his way?
Well, post-draft, I did hear a Browns executive talk about the efficacy of Baker Mayfield. In other words, how people rally to him, how people respond to him. He talked about seeing him at a workout, how he showed up, yelled out to the other guys. They yelled back with the same response, ran right to him, and they were ready to start the workout. He said things like that and his talent tipped the balance in his favor to go #1.
Again, it's Johnson. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Cyrus Jones picks it, and this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Completes it to Lee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Garden. Here we go. Carr to throw on 2nd down. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Myles Garrett in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going deep here for Landry. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line. Landry, the intended target. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
We're good. Go. Get set.
Throwing on first down is Carr. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it first and goal. Here's Carr to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up second and goal after the gain of 5. Lynch, the lone man in the backfield now on second and goal.
Hey, go down. Get set. 180.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
They'll run for it with Lynch. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield now. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
And another example of why Baker Mayfield went #1 in the draft. His ability to confound defensive coordinators. They played him for the pass. They covered it well. He takes off with his legs and scrambles for a big gain.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Tahir Whitehead able to get him for a loss of about 3. Whitehead, the Temple product, in a new uniform this season.
Yeah, moving over from Detroit now to the Oakland Raiders, and what they're going to love about him, his consistency. He shows up each and every week, understands the defense fully, and roams and makes a lot of tackles.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be down deep into Oakland territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are back within a score. And there you go, nothing really too complex. Block, keep your assignments, let them run it in. They did it.
Fundamental football. Good blocking, beats good tackling on that play. End result, touchdown.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Here comes Ryan Switzer to return it. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A Raider first down, 17 yards. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
694.
On the give, this is Lynch. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Oakland after this. On 2nd down, Lynch. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Carr now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
You're mine. No. Undercrush. Heavy.
And off comes to Lynch. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Get set. Purdue. What's it on?
On 2nd down, here's Carr. He's going to fire one deep over. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Get down. You ready?
They'll run with Lynch. And he'll take this one down inside the 5 to the 3. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch in the final seconds of the first half. And the Raiders add 6 to their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. The extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we've reached halftime here in Oakland with the Raiders on top. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. He juked him, and all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Mayfield looks to throw to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Cliff Averill in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch with his second touchdown of the game. Number 8 on the season, and the Raiders add on to their lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Browns getting set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. To throw, Mayfield. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Mayfield from the gun on third down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Cyrus Jones picks it. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll start on the ground with Lynch. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Get set, get set.
Following the penalty, Lynch. Still go. Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way in. And touchdown, Oakland. Marshawn Lynch. 46 yards. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Johnson. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They go to Johnson again. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 39-yard line. Now Mayfield, and they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Sharice Wright could do no wrong there, able to get a hand in and knock it away.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. One will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession, and as a kicker, not the way you want to start your day's work.
And now each team's missed a field goal here so far, Brandon, so apparently neither guy is immune.
They start the drive with Lynch. And he's got this one just across midfield to the 49. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Carr gives to Richard. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
All right, get set, fellas. We got 3, fellas, we got 3. Go. Get set. Wide, get wide. That's it.
On the handoff, Lynch. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
set, fellas. Wide.
They'll run again with Lynch, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give them a new set of downs.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Down, Blue 80.
Back now in the East Bay. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
694. Get set. Hey, 4 down.
First down, here's the run with Martin. Martin flexing the muscle and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Down, 180.
Here's a give to Lynch. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5. From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot, and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Down, Blue 80.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Marshawn Lynch taking it in from 4 yards out. And the silver and black continue to roll. So another score there. And often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
So they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And now the Browns coming out on the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he's got the hook up to Landry. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This quarterback now just 7 of 16 passing thus far, but he's got a 1st and 10. First down, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. Dumping it off for Johnson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. On the toss, here's Johnson. Oh, he shifts past him. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Duke Johnson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Browns get a score closer. And this time he gets it to go as it is up and good. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
No, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling... football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Yeah.
Their 2nd meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from the first one and blew out the Seahawks.
The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10. Following the penalty, Martin. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 2nd down, Martin. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. And off comes to Martin. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Mayfield to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Here we go.
A first down throw for Mayfield. He gets it left side to Johnson. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Throwing, Mayfield. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Dante Fowler in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Mayfield now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It's a gain of 9 yards. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Lucky 56.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Cliff Averill in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it, and they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Raiders, hey, they finish a perfect month of September as they move to 4-0 on the new campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Black Hole celebrates. The Raiders are winners here as we say so long from Oakland.